And the topic under discussion today is about the domain archaea. In our previous class, we were discussing about the three domains proposed by Carl Woese. They were domain archaea, domain bacteria, and domain eukarya. Now I'll be discussing about domain archaea, its basic features. Now, domain archaea, as we all know, that they consist of ancient bacteria, and they are also known as archaebacteria or ancient bacteria. And they are all prokaryotic cells. That is, they all have no nuclear membrane in which their genetic material is bound. So they are all prokaryotic origin type of cells. Now coming towards their size. What is their size? Now if you look at the size range they have, that is from 0.1 micrometer to over 15 micrometer in range. You can get this question in multiple choice questions. You have to remember this. The size of archaebacteria is 0.1 micrometer to over 15 micrometer occurrence. Now what is occurrence? Occurrence is that how they are present in nature, in what form they are present in nature. So they form aggregates. That is, they usually bacteria do not occur in isolated form. That is one single bacterium present. No, they are present in the form of aggregates. That is multiple bacteria together. They're in the form of colonies. So they occur in the form, or they occur in the form of filaments. That is, they make filaments, long threads. So either they are formed in the presence of filaments or they aggregate. That is, they make colonies. And they can make these colonies, the diameter of the colony or the filament can be up to 200 micrometer in length. What is their shape? How what type of shape are they present in nature? How they occur in nature in terms of shape? So in terms of shape, they have various variety of shapes. They can be spherical. Spherical means round in shape. They can be rod shaped. They can be spiral. They can be lobed. Lobed means that they have this uh, lobe-like structure, or they can be rectangular. So they can have different shapes. Now coming towards the reproduction, as you know that bacteria have the most basic form of reproduction. They cannot reproduce sexually. So bacteria reproduce asexually. That is, one bacterium divides into two bacteria, and the process is known as binary fission. If one bacterium divides into two, this is binary. Binary means two into two cells, binary fission. If one bacterium divides into multiple cells, it's multiple fission. So bacteria can undergo, or are the domain archaea, ancient bacteria, they undergo binary fission. That is one bacterium into two, or they can go under multiple fission, more than two. This is termed, or they can come under fragmentation. Now, what is fragmentation? If they are present in the form of filament, the filament breaks from a point. So now this is one filament and this is another filament. This is fragmentation. If the filament breaks from a certain point into two filaments, and or they can be produced by budding. What is budding? That is, this is a bacterial colony, and this bacterium forms a bud on its surface. Now the bud separates and it forms its own another colony. Bud separates and it starts dividing another way. Bud is an outgrowth on the main body, on the primary body, and then it separates and start forming another colony of bacteria. Now they are present in different groups. They are very important. Archaebacteria are very important. They are present in several types of groups on the basis of their metabolic activity they perform, or the type of environment, the extreme environment they can survive. First are methanogens. Methanogens, the name indicates, methanogens are those type of archaebacteria which produce methane gas as a byproduct of their metabolic waste. So as a waste, they produce methane, and as you know that methane is a biofuel. It's a very productive gas which we can use to burn and use as fuel. So you can guess from here that how important they are. They produce methane, CH4, as a bioproduct, which is a biofuel. This can be used as biofuel. Now, the second group are halobacteria. Halo comes from the word halogens. Must have heard halogen also. Halo means salt. So as halogens are also called halogens because they make salts. The salt forming group 7 of the periodic table. Now, halobacteria, they live in extreme saline, extreme salty environments. They can survive in extreme salty, extreme saline environments. So if we need a bacteria which we need to metabolize something in extreme conditions, or we want to do some bioremediation in extreme saline environments, for example industrial waste, we can use archaebacteria there. So they have great importance in terms of genetic engineering. We extract enzymes from them and we use them in PCR. So the one very big example is that's going to come in the next topic, that is thermococci. Thermococci are those bacteria, those archaebacteria which can survive very hot weather conditions. So they're present in hot springs. Now they're very important because one of the very famous enzyme, Taq polymerase, we use in PCR to amplify DNA, to make multiple copies of DNA. It's a machine PCR we use. We use the enzyme extracted from archaeobacteria, that is Thermus aquaticus. Its Taq polymerase is used to amplify DNA. So you can see that it was a milestone in the field of genetic engineering. So we extract extreme surviving enzymes from these bacteria, the ancient bacteria or the archaebacteria. Thermoarchaeota, this is another group. These includes the bacteria that are involved in nitrogen cycle. So students, you must have known a nitrogen cycle in detail, the nitrogen fixation, nitrification, denaturation. There you have studied about the involvement of bacterium and different bacteria. So they are also archaebacteria which are involved in the processing of nitrogen and nitrogen cycle. We will be discussing that step in detail in the video. We'll be covering nitrogen cycle, and in the next video I'll be discussing in detail the benefits or the significance of domain archaea. Here I was giving an overview of this domain. I hope it's clear. Let's summarize it. Archaea bacteria are those bacteria. It's a big domain. They are ancient bacteria. They consist of only prokaryote type of cells. Their size range from 0.1 micrometer to over 15 micrometer. They occur in aggregates, that is in colonies or in filaments. They have several different types of shapes: spherical, rod, lobed, circular, the different shapes, and they reproduce asexually. And the type of it comes in a multiple choice question. The type of reproduction that bacteria uses binary fission. So you must know the process, man. The exact name of the type of section should call binary fission, multiplication, fragmentation, or budding. So groups are recall the name of these groups are important. So you can get multiple choice questions for what are salt forming archaea bacteria known as. So they are hello bacteria. What are the bacteria archaea bacteria which produce methane gas as a byproduct, or they are methyl. Hope it's clear, and I'll be sharing a short quiz on this topic in the description.